But I feel like we have a tendency as human beings to go more towards the drama than towards the solutions. You know what I mean? Is it more interesting for us to think about violent shootouts with the government and FEMA camps and starving to death and things like that than it is just to say, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to have to loot one day, guys. You know what? I don't want to have to kill people. So instead, I'm going to plant a garden today. I'm going to have a conversation with another human being today. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Make up your own solution, right? A good friend of mine, John Bush, well-known activist in Austin, Texas. If you don't know John Bush, learn about him. Awesome guy. He's who brought me to agorism. John Bush gave a speech, plenty of speeches, but he gave one, and he said that he didn't want a revolution. You know, Thomas Jefferson talked about the need to have a revolution every 20 years or so. Well, revolutions are inherently violent and bloody and involve a lot of death. And John said, you know, I don't want to bring that to my family. I don't want my family to have to deal with that every 20 or so years. A revolution implies revolving, going in circles, going around in circles. So, as I'm sure you all know, we must step out of the revolution and evolve and move forward so that we don't even need the idea of a state. And then the idea of needing to revolt to get something can become a silly pastime that we all used to think about, you know, kind of like walking around with boom boxes on your head and just dancing in the streets, right? Nobody does that anymore, right? You're going to see somebody and they're going to be over there talking about stating, and you can be like, you still talking about stating? Man, what are you talking about? This ain't 2013. This is the year of the people, and we're all free, and we got better shit to do, so let's fucking do it, man. You know what I mean? But I'll share a video of a solution-based activity, and it'll get like, hey, yeah, 1 or 2 likes, right? And then I share a video of like a cop killing somebody, and everybody's like, oh, cop killing people. I hate this fucking cop. Let me share this out and get all angry. And why do we put our attention on the negative or the dark things? Why do we emphasize and allow those things to continue to exist? You have to choose your focus wisely, friends, because it's very, very important for us to understand that our thoughts, our words, and our actions are completely powerful. And obviously, you know your actions, right? I mean, I can punch somebody, right? And that's going to have an effect. And your words, you can say mean, unkind things to people, and that can hurt them and have an effect. But did you ever think that it starts even before that it starts in your mind and your thoughts? If you're constantly programming yourself to think, oh, I can't do this. Damn, I'm so stupid. Oh, why did I do that? Then guess what? You're a dumbass, and that's going to become your reality. If you're constantly thinking like, there's no way we could take care of ourselves. I just don't see how we could survive without the government. No, I mean, I don't know how to make my own food. I don't know what I'll do with that. Then that's going to become your reality. You're going to become a statist. But if you start with the mindset that says, I want to focus my intention, my thoughts, my words, and my actions on you know, let me go out on a limb here and sound like a hippie, but love or compassion or awareness or joy. Let me just list off some of my favorite words to you right now. Maybe these will get you to understand the things that I'm talking about. Creating, teaching, learning, living, loving, giving, seeking, finding, embracing. These are the things we should focus on. How many Facebook shares and likes a day do we give to cops beating women and cops beating children? Those things are happening. Don't stop shining a light on them. Please keep shining a light on them. But float above them. Float above them like passing clouds. If you've heard the show before, I've talked about this. Buddha said, like, let your thoughts be like passing clouds. You don't attach to them. You just see them, right? Well, let all the negativity be there. Syria is going to be there. John Kerry is going to be there. Obama is going to be there. I guarantee you. Bush is going to be there, and all of these other negative aspects of our dualistic way of interpreting things will still be there. So let's let them be there. Let's shine a light on them and show other people, because the thing is, they're still tools that can be helpful for us, right? If it wasn't important for us to talk about politics and talk about information and the way that we're advancing our species, we would stop doing so, right? But how do you wake people up who haven't even realized that the government's bad? You have to talk about the information, right? So it still serves a purpose. So somebody's on this level, I mean, we're all on equal playing field, but somebody's at this point in their journey, let's say that, and they haven't truly, they've kind of seen a little bit behind their curtain, and they're seeing some problems with the government. Well, you continue to use your power to engage them in conversation, say, hey, look at this information, watch this DVD, let's have this conversation. But you don't give it weight. You don't tell them, you need to be so afraid. These people are coming for you. Listen to me. Like, just read this right now. Read this right now. We can get it right. We can figure it out. You're going to freak people out, right? And if you're doing that, then you're probably still in the stage where you are freaked out, right? So you go through this grieving of like, oh my God, the world is not what I was told. And that can be a very difficult process, this reawakening where everything you were taught when you were a little kid, that authority figures do what they say and that people don't lie and this and that. And then you realize, wait, all those people are leading my world. Oh no, it's very frightening. When you get past that though, and you learn to accept the situation, because first you must accept it if you want to change it, right? You can't try to change something if you're going to deny it exists. You can't simultaneously work on changing something, yet deny that it's happening. Do you get that? Some people are very well intentioned, and sometimes they're more on the spiritual side of things, and they believe that they can change things by ignoring it. I don't think that's true. I think that we have to acknowledge what's happening. You can't ignore problems that are happening and not fix them. So you have to acknowledge what's happening. First of all, we have a problem. America, we have a problem. We're addicted to statism, okay? The world, we have a problem. We love to give up our power, our God-given, natural-born, innate power that says, "Ow! I'm a free human being that can do whatever the fuck I want, and I won't hurt you because I respect you as a beautiful, free, independent human being that can do whatever the fuck they want." So by acknowledging that, we go back, right? Here's a friend. I just met him. He needs information. She needs information. Here's some information. Let me help guide you. Now come this way. Hey, this is where I'm at. I just learned how to let go of the fear. I understand you're feeling fear, but trust me, sister. Trust me, brother. We're going to be okay. So let go of the fear, and then you move on to the next stage, right? The next stage then is what? If I'm not afraid, if I'm not sitting still, then what am I doing? I'm taking action. And you're taking action by what? Thinking in your mind, getting back out that same piece of paper, right? Get out your pen and pad again, take notes, and start to work out in your brain these ideas that you have on how you can make the world a better place. See them again, go back to your thoughts. I see the world. It's fucked up. There's lots of guns on the other side. There's a lot of violence, and there's some anger, and there's hate taking place. How can I change this? People have tried fighting them with their own tactics. It never works. So what can I do now? Maybe if I create, maybe if I build it, they will come. So you start thinking of ideas and new ways to advance this species of ours, and that we can move forward. You continue to do this. And then you say, hey, friends, I have these ideas. And you work on them together. And things grow. And I'm getting kind of long-winded here, but you get my point. Stop being stuck in the fear. Why do we choose to have our focus be on the negative side of things? Have you tried it yet? Go find a YouTube video. If you want to use my video, that's cool. Go look up Last Organic Outpost on Houston Freethinkers channel. Find a garden video. Hey, solutions, community gardens, right? And then share a video afterwards where there's people fighting cops, or cops doing dirty things, or just angry things. And which one's going to get more shares? Which one more likes? I hope that I'm wrong and my little experiment fails completely. But in my experience, it has been that we choose often to focus on the drama. So take that away from Facebook. Extract that from activism. Do you also focus on drama in other areas of your life? And I know I'm making you think about things outside of the news. It's not easy for you to just sit there and say, why, fuck the government. Why is this guy not talking to me about the government? Yes, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things going on in the world. But what's of utmost importance is for you to understand yourself. Now, why would you want to focus on the negativity? If you focus on the negative, there's no room for the positive. But if you only focus on the positive, then you won't notice the negative. So it's important to evaluate the situations, observe, sit back, observe, watch, reflect, reveal yourself at will, think before you speak, evaluate your thoughts, your words, and your actions, and think about this. Am I making decisions based on the best good for myself, the most freedom for myself, maximizing freedom-based solutions? Are you doing that? Check 1. Am I making decisions that are based on freedom and maximizing freedom and compassion for all the individuals involved? 1, 2, 3. Check 2. Okay. So then let me speak this truth. Then your words flow. Now let me take my words and let me put them with my energy and my hard labor and make them into action that will change and create and manifest changes in the physical environment. You have to choose your focus, people. You have to choose your focus.